Welcome, everybody, to the corner of Royal Brome and First Avenue in Seattle. We invite you inside to Safeco Field, where the roof has us covered up from the inclement weather as the Mariners open up a two-game set with the San Diego Padres. Interleague play against our fierce rivals from down in Southern California. Let's take a look at the Padre batting order for tonight.
Former manager Bud Black leading off, former Mariner Abraham Almonte. Justin Upton. You can see a lot of change in the lineup, but Upton, the cleanup hitter, he leads the team with 8 home runs and 24 RBIs. Will Middlebrooks, the former Red Sox, will hit 7th. Spangenberg, a late scratch for Myers, so Spangenberg now in the lineup as a DH hitting 8th, and Clint Barmas will round out the 9 for the Padres.
Former Mariner Abraham Almonte is the leadoff batter. And he looks at ball 1. James Paxton is coming on here looking for that first win.
First win, trying to get his ERA under 5. 30 strikeouts to 11 walks for James. And he is right. His fastball will be 94 to 97 miles an hour. Has the good curveball. His last outing used his changeup effectively in his last outing.
1-1 pitch to Almonte. Chopped to Paxton. Takes the time and throws him out. Almonte just called up from AAA El Paso on Saturday.
Take a look at the rest of the defense for the Mariners tonight, brought to you by American Family Insurance. Seth Smith in left field, Ackley in center, and Nelson Cruz is your right fielder. Seager and Taylor on the left side of the infield, Cano and Morrison on the right side, and Mike Zunino has had a couple days off. He will do the catching this evening.
Bring up Derek Norris, who's having an outstanding season, a former Oakland Athletic, hitting at .304. He's built in similar fashion to Stephen Vogt, the current catcher for the Athletics. He too having a great year. Foul back.
As I mentioned in the pregame, the Padres hitting .270 against left-handers. A big reason why is Norris. He's hitting .520 on the year against lefties.
Heavily right-handed attack for Bud Black's ball club. Norris did not like that punch out by Mike Wagner, the home plate umpire. He's working with Marty Foster, Mike Malinsky, and Mike Winters.
Good sign for the Mariners tonight. Paxton with that last fastball, 97 miles an hour, right on the inside corner. So he appears to have his good stuff right away.
And that brings up Matt Kemp, the biggest addition to the Padres this offseason. 9 years with the Dodgers, 2-time All-Star. Injuries have slowed him down the last couple of years, but if you remember his 2011 year, finished second in the MVP balloting to Ryan Braun of Milwaukee. Matt that year, 324, 39 homers, and 126 RBIs. And remember that first 2 months, Mike, he and Josh Hamilton was ripping it up over here in the American. They were the 2 best players in the game at that point.
Well, he was really one of the better superstars in the game until the injuries, as you mentioned.
Seager throws him out. Paxton off to a fine start. 1-2-3 in the first. Needed just 9 pitches. We're underway. Seth Smith will lead things off for the Mariners when we return. Well, just a year ago, Seth Smith was a member of the San Diego Padres, hitting .266, 5 homers and 12 runs batted in. Today, he leads off against his former team. Let's take a look at the rest of the batting order for the Mariners.
Tonight's starting lineup is brought to you by Chevron and Seth Smith, hitting .266 with the Mariners. Then it's Miller, the DH. Robinson Cano, a .345 average at home this season. Nelson Cruz leading the league in home runs and RBIs. And it's Seager, Morrison, and Ackley, the center fielder, will hit 7th. Zanino and Chris Taylor rounding out the 9 for the Mariners. And Kennedy on the year, 2-1 record ERA, just over 5, 15 strikeouts, 5 walks on the record. But you can see 270 batting average against. He's given up 5 home runs in the 19 2/3 that he has pitched so far.
Well, here we go. Seth Smith leading off for the Mariners for the 9th time this season. Shift on against him, and he looks at strike 1.
For Ian Kennedy, his fastball will be anywhere from 89 to 92 miles an hour. At times he will try to sink it. More four-seamers this year. Typically a curveball pitcher, but using his changeup.
Up and in, 1-1. Kennedy, born in Huntington Beach, California, 30 years old, 6 foot 200. Here's what Seth has done. Breaking ball misses. Kennedy came to the big leagues back in 2007, 3 games with the Yankees, 10 the next year. 2009, 1 game, and then from there was moved on to Arizona, where he blossomed for a couple of years. Went 21-4 in the year 2011, and 15-12 the next year. 2-2 to Smith. Smitty, prior to going to San Diego, spent 2 years in Oakland and 5 in Colorado. 2-2. Breaking ball misses, full count. Brad Miller's on deck. That off.
Well, in the series against Oakland, the Mariners did an excellent job against the starters, trying to get their pitch count up. Seth, a big part of that. We've seen that all year. Already the 7th pitch to him for Kennedy, trying to get into the bullpens early. It worked well for the Mariners against the A's. Hopefully that will be the case in this 2-game series against the Padres.
Smith leans into one. Base hit, right field, hits the fence. Going to dig for 2. Here's the throw to second. It's plenty of time. Got him. Kemp with a strong throw to Clint Barmes. So base hit and out 9-6.
On the 7th pitch of the at-bat, he hits it hard. This ball hits the warning track and then the wall. It bounces high in the air, but it hits the base of the wall, so it gets back to Kemp quickly. And a strong throw all the way in the air to Barmes at second base. As you look at our Alaska Supermo and the tag by Barmes.
Brad Miller, that's not going to bounce off the wall, is it? Back, and it's 1 hop. Brad Miller going to dig for 3.
Oh.
And now the first base umpire, Marty Foster, says, went into the stands, you got 2, pal, you got 2.
Didn't see it bounce up into the stands. It's one of the few places in this ballpark with where we're sitting, Dave. We can't see all the way down into that corner. We would take a look at the swing by Miller, the DH tonight. The ball was called fair as soon as it hits the ground. Take a look at our Alaska Supermo where this ball lands. It's clearly a fair ball. Does it bounce up over the fence?
Cano with an RBI opportunity against one-time teammate Ian Kennedy. Kemp coming over, and there it goes. It's gone on the bounce. Couple of balls well hit against Kennedy here. Cano. 0 for 2 against his one-time teammate. He's got good numbers, as you see there, against San Diego. Solid smash up the middle. Almonte Chargers. Here comes Miller around third. He's going to score. 1-0 Mariners. RBI Robinson Cano. That'll be his 11th RBI and 3 consecutive hits open this ball game for the Mariners.
Take a look at it. This is on the changeup, 84 miles an hour, exactly down out of the strike zone, but you can see Robbie going down and digging it out. Solid line drive right back up the middle. Always does an excellent job of taking his head to the ball. Doesn't pull off of it. Kennedy trying to get him to hit a ground ball, but that's a line drive. And with Miller's speed, he's able to score without a throw.
Sensational first 31 games for Nelson Cruz. First in homers, slugging, batting against lefties, extra base hits and total bases. In addition to that, his second batting average, tied for second in RBIs, 9th in on base percentage. Kennedy being very careful. 2-0 the count. First time Nelly facing off against Ian Kennedy.
To keep the ball down. You can see on our EQC tracer all those pitches down below the strike zone. Nelly has the green light if he finds a fastball that he likes.
And a good homestand, 5 for 11. 4-game hitting streak. Kyle Seager on deck. His fans all over the ballpark. Three-one pitch. All 4. Runners at first and second, a 1-0 Mariner lead. 1 out. There's Bud Black. One-time Mariner left-hander. He had a fine career. Kansas City and the Giants, among other stops. Washingtonian. Here's Kyle Seager. His numbers. Kennedy is in some hot water here. See if Kyle can continue to apply some pressure.
Well, he's doing everything he possibly can to try to get a ground ball, but the Mariners showing some patience and not swinging at the pitches down in the zone.
Drive to right field, going back, giddy up and gone. A 3-run jack by Kyle Seager, a 4-0 Mariner lead here in the first inning. Seager with his 4th home run runs his RBI total to 19, and in a blank, it's a 4-0 Seattle advantage. Jumped all over a 1-0 pitch.
Typically, when Kyle is ahead in the count, he will look out over the plate, and that's what he does here.
Great job. And got the barrel to it, full extension.
A 91-mile-an-hour fastball.
Hogan Morrison, the hitter now, 3 for 9 career against Kennedy with a home run. Shift on against him. from the crack of the bat. Yeah, that baby was going to leave 391 feet. A home run for Mr. Seager.
And the next pitch will be 20 for Kennedy. Just one out.
Foul back. Harrison trying to regain his hitting touch. 0 for his last 7, just 2 for 12 here in the homestand. 1-1 pitch. 2-1 to Lomo. Takes a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Want to send out happy 90th birthday greetings and wishes to the great Hall of Famer Lawrence Peter Yogi Berra.
90, huh?
90 for number 8. No count. One of the best catchers ever, one of the best bad ball hitters ever. And only Bill Russell won more team championships than Yogi Berra in American sports, professional sports history. 3-2. And Lomo's aboard, extending this inning. And after all the hitting explosions, we can show you the San Diego defensive setup.
Well, Upton is in left field, Almonte out in center, and Matt Kemp, he's the one that recorded the out. He was able to gun down Smith at second base. He is in right field. Middlebrooks at third. Barmas, Jerko playing up the middle. Solarte is the first baseman, and Derek Norris, the former Athletic, will do the catching tonight for the Padres. And Kennedy, he's in tough shape. He's already given up 4 runs. His pitch count at 24 here in the first inning, and he's recorded just 1 out.
Darren Balsley, the pitching coach, went out for a quick visit. Kyle Seager, a 3-run homer, giving the Mariners a 4-0 lead. Brings up Dustin Ackley. Hit a 2-out, 2-run double, 4th inning in Sunday's game. The Mariners won 4-3 over the Athletics, completing the sweep. Strike 1 to Dustin, one of the hosts of the Mariners Care CF golf outing yesterday. He and Charlie Furbush and Danny Farquhar. Off of that 1-2. 0-2, beg your pardon, 0-2.
His curveball has been 77, 78 to the left-handed hitters. He's thrown it right there on the inside corner at the knees. That's the first strike he's been able to pick up with this curveball. All the rest of them have been down out of the zone.
Tried it again, fouled it off. Still only 1 out. Now there's 2 as Ackley went chasing.
Kennedy able to get Ackley on a changeup. Circle change off the plate away, 82 miles an hour. Well located for Kennedy. Our Alaska Supermo in the swing by Dustin.
Brings up Mike Zunino. 8th man to the plate. Mike hitting at 159 with 3 homers, 7 runs batted in. Looking for his first hit on the homestand. He's 0 for 9. Nice stop by Norris.
30 pitches here in the first inning for Kennedy. 16 strikes.
Throw down the first, and back safely is Morrison. And he's going to want to take a couple of seconds to shake off that tag by Yangervis Solarte. That
I think maybe he jammed his knee when he went back into the bag. Awkward going back in.
That didn't feel good right there. Neither one of them. The wrist, I mean the ankle, or the other spot.
Take a look at his knee. That is awkward.
I think he got 2 for 1 on that. Getting back in the first. That's tough. You're first baseman. You're swinging, looking for contact. You have no clue. You're just trying to get a piece of the body.
You're just assuming that he's going to be there somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's nothing that you can do about that.
Zanino works a full count. If he can keep it going, Chris Taylor, the 9th man, step into the box. Mariners have made Ian Kennedy work here in the first inning. Zanino trying to prolong it. 3-2, runner goes. And a foul pass. Rich Donnelly, the third base coach. The young Mariner fan in her finest gear here at the ballpark tonight, with the roof keeping the rain away from us. There we go, 3-2. Morrison takes off, and Zanino strikes out. Great inning nonetheless. 4 runs on 4 hits, a runner left, and Kyle Seager, the big blow, a 3-run homer, his 4th of the season. And the Mariners have a 4-0 first inning lead. Lead for the Mariners over the Padres. Safeco Insurance and the Mariners invite you to do more with a Grand Slam family package. Get 4 tickets, hot dogs, and Pepsi soft drinks for one low price tomorrow against these Padres. Visit Mariners.com to pick up family package tickets. Do it tonight. Well, James Paxton staked to an early lead. And a good first inning, throwing 9 pitches to get his 3 quick outs. Up high to Justin Upton. It'll be Upton, Solarte, and Jerko, 4, 5, and 6. Upton really likes this ball club. Coming over from Atlanta, began his career and had an all-star run with the Arizona ball club. This team just starting to get to know each other. They had one stretch where they won 9 out of 11 games back in the early stages of April. They won 9 of 11. That got them to 10-5 record, and then since then they've gone 7 and 11. Popped up, and Cano is there. 1 out.
And a good sign again for the Mariners. In the first inning, Paxton topped out at 97 miles an hour. That last fastball at the top of the strike zone at 95. Getting up in the pop out.
Brings up switch hitter Yangervis Solarte. We'd seen him with the Yankees a couple of years ago.
For James, he had a couple of outings where his fastball was 91, 92 and didn't have a real good feel for it. So maybe he is past that now. There's a changeup at 87. He'll also mix in a curveball.
Lloyd McClendon in his media session, he says his command of velocity, the breaking ball a lot better. Fastball command certainly leading everything else. That's a foul ball. Lloyd said he tells Paxton the same thing he tells Taijuan Walker. You got 95 plus, use it. Worrying about mechanics, nibbling.
You can get away with a lot more when you're able to rush it up there at those speeds, especially if you can work ahead in the count.
Ackley backs up a couple steps. 2 away. If Paxton can stay at this efficient plan, he's going to get very deep into this ball game the way things are going right now. Through the first 5 hitters. He's got second baseman Jed Jerko to deal with now. Jed off to a slow start at 213 with a homer and 8 runs batted in.
If he's able to do that, Dave, that would set things if the Mariners have 6 in a row, 2 against the Padres, and the Red Sox coming for 4. Had the off day yesterday. The bullpen is in good shape, but if James goes deep, that really sets him up well for the next 5 games.
On a strike. Jerko, born and still lives in Morgantown, West by God, Virginia. 3rd year with the Padres. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Counts run full. His first 3-ball count on deck. Will Middlebrooks. Will Myers had to be scratched. He injured his wrist during batting practice at foul back. Will's having a really good year for these Padres at 291. Leads the club in runs and hits. He's got 5 homers and 19 runs batted in. That's a big loss for San Diego with Myers out of the lineup. Here's a 3-2. And he lost it.
Last 2 starts for James. You can see 7 innings, 5 hits, a couple of runs. He had 7 strikeouts. That was against Houston. Then against the Angels, similar numbers, 7 innings, 4 hits, a couple of runs, 4 strikeouts. He did walk 3 batters. Didn't get a decision in either one of those games.
Ball one to Middlebrooks, third baseman, formerly of the Boston Red Sox. Nino not liking what he's seeing.
A little bit curious because on the 3-2 count to Jerko, he has 2 outs, a 4-run lead, and he ends up walking. It looked like it was his curveball. And with the fastball he has, I would have thought he would have just challenged him, decided not to do that, walks him, and then quickly behind here to Middlebrooks.
Paxton trying to get his first win since September 12 of last year. Beat Oakland 4-2 going 6 innings. There's a strike. Since then, finished up the season 2 losses and a no decision, and so far this year 0-2 with a 5.08 ERA. Three and one. Paxton, he's making his 7th start of the season, 24th of his career, and 4th in interleague play. 3-1. Fouled off. Young man from Vladimir, British Columbia, and the University of Kentucky. Pitched there for 3 years. 2007 to 2009, he went 11-5. Trying to end the second inning here. 3-2 pitch, fouled back, and that knocked the mask off of Zunino.
And another good fastball from Paxton. He's been 95 to 97 here in the early going. That last fastball at 96.
.21 pitches this inning. He went for 9 in the first. He was in good shape getting the first 2 men out. 3-2 and way inside off the plate. Boy, he has lost the feel here.
Another off-speed pitch, 3-2. A couple of walks now for Paxton after it appeared that he was going to have an easy inning.
He got Upton on 4 pitches. He got Solarte on 4 pitches, and now it's been a struggle. There's Corey Spangenberg DHing. He was shuffled into the lineup. Myers going down with that bad wrist. Corey at 271. No homers and an RBI. Two outs and 2 on for the Padres. 1-0 pitch. Wow, what happened?
No, Rick waits. I figured he would come out of the dugout, and he is. He's going to make a trip out to the mound. Mike Zunino from behind home plate right away. His fastball command, it looked like it was excellent in the first. Started this inning in good shape, and then all of a sudden he's just lost the command of his fastball. Having a tough time throwing it for strikes, and even the strikes that he's getting are borderline at the bottom of the strike zone. So Rick waits to try to help him out.
Yeah, it's amazing. You watch a guy just buzz through the 4-hole hitter, the 5-hole hitter, and then Jerko and Middlebrooks both run full counts, and he's behind now to Spangenberg, the 8-hole hitting DH.
And 16 pitches to the last 3 batters.
Here's a 2-0. Poured that one right down the middle. 2 balls, 1 strike. Battling back, 2-2. Sometimes you just have to be a big old hoss and throw that pill in there.
Well, that's what he's trying to do right now after falling behind 2 strikes at the top of the strike zone, so he's made an adjustment.
2-2. Out with the breaking ball, another full count. 3 consecutive full counts here in the second inning with a 4-0 lead. Clint Barmas is on deck, shortstop. Three and 2, runners on the move, 2 out, pitch, foul back.
You mentioned it too, Dave. Just 9 pitches in the first, and now his pitch count getting up there on him here in the second. 37 pitches overall.
Here we go. Do it again. 3 and 2, pitch. Walked him. 3 consecutive walks to load the bases with a 4-0 lead here in the second.
Well, Lloyd McClendon had already sent his pitching coach Rick Waits out to the mound. So it's going to be up to James to try to figure it out.
Here's Clint Barmas, former Colorado Rocky. Ball 1. Count evens at 1-1.
Danny Farquhar hustling to get loose.
Barmas, the 6th man to the plate here. Inning started, looked like it was going to be a breeze. Pop out the second, fly ball center field, and then 3 successive walks have loaded him up. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Well, we just saw Kennedy throw 35 pitches to get through the first inning, and right now it's 32 pitches for Paxton here in the second.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Borderline call, might have caught a break there. 2 and 2.
He'll take it.
And he could use an out. 2-2 pitch and foul.
One of his better fastballs at 97 in on the hands of Barmas. Was able to jam him. It appeared that he hit it twice. On his hands, breaks his bat, and then the barrel, right off the end of the barrel.
Big time jam here. 2-2 pitch. That's foul. Three walks have the tying run at the plate here. Mariners lead 4-0. Cano an RBI single and a 3-run homer by Seager in the first inning. Two and 2. Full count. 4 successive full counts.
We'll take a look at this last pitch. 96-mile-an-hour fastball, trying to get it on the inside corner. The home plate umpire, Mark Wegner, said it was just off the inside.
Runner's going to move. Pitch. Swung on. Foul ball. Well, Paxton certainly built up a lot of drama, tension, and anxiety here in the second inning.
Well, you were talking about him getting deep into this game after the 9 pitches in the first, but now 37 pitches here in the second.
I'll revise that. Here we go. 3 and 2. Runners on the move. Pitch. Popped up. Taylor calling everybody off. And James Paxton, it took a high volume of pitches, but he survives the second inning, and the Mariners lead stays at 4-0.
ask. Right now, the Mariners lead it 4-0. And in this game, we have 3 total strikeouts. The reason why I bring it up is because our Twitter Tuesday question number 2 is, and use the hashtag RootQ2 to tell us how many total strikeouts will be recorded in tonight's Mariners game for your chance to win 1 free large carry-out pizza from our friends at Pizza Hut. Guys?
Angie, thank you very much. Here is Chris Taylor to lead things off. Looks at strike 1. Taylor, Seth Smith, Brad Miller, 9-1-2 against Ian Kennedy. 35 pitches in the first inning for him. 4 runs on 4 hits for the Mariners.
Well, unfortunately, he had a long time to rest after the 35 pitches, Dave, because of the troubles by Paxton in the top of the second. Good news for James, he was able to get out of it.
Taylor, right field into the corner. Kemp giving chase, makes the catch. Well done. Robs Taylor of extra bases. Long run.
He's played a lot of center field, and so he could certainly cover the ground as you look at our Alaska Supermo and the swing by Taylor. I would say Kemp makes that look fairly easy. Cover a lot of ground as that ball is slicing away from him.
Top of the order, Seth Smith. Hit a bullet off the wall. Retrieved by Kemp. Kemp threw him out, trying to stretch a single into a double, open up the Mariners first.
The Padres have the shift on with Smith hitting.
Ball 1. Off-speed pitch in there for a strike. 1-2 the count. Lefty's hitting .279. Entering today's game against Ian Kennedy. Right-hander's hitting .258 against him. Right ball misses it. It's 2-2. Seth Smith, 3 teams, last 3 seasons. Good look at his numbers. 2-2. Padres on the back end of their current road trip. They played 3 in San Francisco, 4 in Arizona. Had yesterday off, play tonight, tomorrow. 3-4 thus far on this trip. Count runs full to Seth Smith.
And you can see those pitches down and into, and those are all curveballs, and Kennedy's trying to get a feel for it. Left-handed hitters for the Mariners have done a pretty good job of laying off of that pitch.
Broken back ground ball, knocked down by the first baseman Solarte, throws to Kennedy, covering one away. I think that 2 away, beg your pardon. 2 down here in the second. Mariners square off against Dustin Pedroia, Pablo Sandoval, and the Boston Red Sox for an early season showdown with a 4-game series here at Safeco Field beginning Thursday. Better get your tickets early and save at Mariners.com. That is an old school glove. I'm going to say some mid-50s, late 50s, early 60s model. He's taking care of it too.
Looks great.
Breaking ball for a strike to Brad Miller.
Didn't see any patchwork on that glove at all.
I know, and it looked like it was well oiled over the years. Breaking ball. Down the left field line. That is a fair ball. Miller will get a ground rule double.
2 for 2 with 2 doubles.
How about that?
Brad scored the first run for the Mariners.
2 ground rule doubles.
And we'll take a look at it. Mike Winters, veteran umpire, sees it bounce right on the white line. Fair ball. So Brad, a double in the right field corner. Now this one down the left field line.
And it sets up Robinson Cano for another RBI opportunity. I can't remember ever seeing back-to-back ground rule doubles, and then to get them like that so distinct, one in that corner and one on the right corner, and that one down the field line. Check off yet another thing we see for the first time in baseball.
You never know. But Brad happy to take both of them. Mariners 2 for 2 with runners in scoring position. Cano with one of them, and then the 3-run homer by Seager.
To Cano. Just got out of the way. Miller gets back to second as Norris kept it in front of him.
The report on Kennedy is that he was using his changeup more, and he has thrown some changeups. And we've seen a lot of curveballs to the left-handed hitters. His curveball 77, 78 miles an hour. Not as many changeups.
Fouled into the glove of Norris, 1-2. Cano can deliver with 2 strikes and 2 outs and a man at second. Here we go, 1-2.
There's that curveball again. Robbie had a base hit on the changeup his first time up, and he hasn't seen one this bad. It's been 3 elevated fastballs and some curveballs down at his feet. And Kennedy already at 52 pitches for the ball game as he works here in the second.
Early lead here for the Mariners, trying to build on it. Here in the bottom of the second as Kennedy wants to go through the signs one more time. Padres coming in having lost 2 of 3 at San Francisco and split a 4-game set with Arizona. Off the fist, popped up, foul. Mariners would love to make hay, or to continue to make hay on this homestand. They sweep Oakland over the weekend. At the Padres for 2. The Red Sox are coming in. That'll be a 4-game series before the Mariners take to the road next week. Baltimore, Toronto, and Tampa Bay.
And the Padres come in a game over 500, second in the National League West behind the Dodgers.
Here we go, 2-2. Austin coming to town. Here's a look at your probables. Joe Kelly and Rowan Elias play Buchholz and Jay Happ. Rick Porcello, the former Tiger, goes against Felix. How about Felix on the cover of ESPN, the magazine, coming out in a couple weeks? And James Paxton will be matched up against Justin Masterson. Pulled down to Solarte. He'll flip to Kennedy. And that will do it. How about this? The fan's name, Ed Keene. That's his original glove. That bad boy is 60 years old. It's a Spalding model 1027.
My first glove, and it was used when I got it.
It was used when he got it, but it's a beauty.
Thanks a lot.
Very nice.
Go, Mariners.
Interleague start, trying to get his first win against the Padres. Hey, if you won Washington's lottery, would you visit every professional ballpark in our country? If you need inspiration, follow us on Instagram at Ultimate Bucket List. That would be fun. It'd be somewhere on my list if I won the lottery. That's for sure, guys.
I hear you, Angie. Jay Buhner joins us, the Mariner Hall of Famer. Good to see you, Chapper. How's everything?
Life is good, man. Life is really good. You guys as well?
Absolutely.
Good.
Good to have you on board. Good to see you yesterday at the golf outing.
Nice to have a day off, right? Earn a little
Here,
money
here.
for cystic fibrosis. Always fun. No rain. Rain stayed away, so that was good.
That was good. That was
Saw a
absolutely-
highlight of you. You rolled a nice putt.
I
in.
actually made a putt, Blow. I did, man. You know, I'm not a very good putter, and yesterday, for some reason,
No,
I
I've
was
said for
sinking- I
people
was
many
sinking some
times.
putts, man.
I've said about you many times when it comes to golf that you're very good for the first 9 holes, and then you lose interest.
and then I almost hurt somebody,
And
right?
then you either almost hurt somebody or you want to go fishing. So I'm proud of you for hanging in there for the entire 18. Good job.
Base hit up the middle for Almonte, making his first start against his former team, the Mariners. Talking with Jose Valentin, first base coach. Glenn Hoffman coaches at third.
Jose was a player, wasn't he?
Yes.
Had some good
Good
years.
player. Well, it's kind of a strange start here. Kennedy throws 35 pitches in the first inning, Jay, and luckily Mariners take advantage of that. Kyle Seager with the 3-run homer, and then James comes right back and throws 38 pitches without giving up a hit in the second.
Each pitcher spit the hook and gave it to one another. Yeah, I can see where Lloyd was starting to get a little frustrated down there in the dugout. There you
There's
go.
a double play opportunity. Taylor Cano over to Morrison. Twin killing.
Those help.
Absolutely.
Comes right back, gets the ground ball to Taylor. Taylor gets rid of it quickly, and Robbie from there takes care of the rest of it.
Pretty sweet little deflection right there, huh? The way he just kind of went on. A little Omar on the turn over to Robbie.
Taylor.
Yeah, he's got good hands.
He has
man.
really good
And
hands.
that ball came up a little
Well, the
bit,
key
too.
to it, too,
so-
is you can see him get his feet in the right situation before he was able to field the ground ball. Get all that taken care of first, and then the rest of it is pretty easy.
They make it look
He has
so
good
easy,
feet,
and it's
yeah.
not that easy.
There's Matt Kemp. Grounded out to Seager first time.
Hey, I got a scout report. Do not hit it to him. How's that? And don't test his arm.
He's pretty good, huh?
Pretty good player. Pretty good player.
Nice to see him healthy.
The numbers, you know, the power numbers obviously aren't there yet, but, you know, production's there. So, and those will come. But what offense these guys? Their guy they're running up there has almost got 20 ribbies all through their lineup. So a little bit different than last year.
No, but they're second in the National League in runs scored.
I think 20 might have led the team last year, isn't it? Yeah, they're getting busy.
Yeah, I mean, they made all kinds of changes. The lineup, you don't even recognize any of the guys from the Padres. Jerko, I guess, is the few guys that has returned for him. The rest of them all newcomers, but they're playing well.
And one guy's not in there because his hand he's a late scratch, so that's another new guy. It would be
Myers.
8 new guys in this lineup, right?
And he's having a good year. Good start.
They made some drastic moves, and right now they're paying off. They should be right in it through the thick of things. Pretty good guy right there, too. Not a bad pitcher himself.
Yeah, he's probably, all the years he's put in San Diego, he's probably happy to see the guy scoring a few runs.
Finally.
It's a fly ball right field that Cruz will put away, and that'll do it for the Padres. Double play big up to Paxton in the third. Needed 11 pitches here. The third frame. He's got a 4-0 lead. Sports being brought to you by BNSF Railway, sponsor of the BNSF Blast, and by Audi, Truth in Engineering. Setting sun, creating some nice colors and some glimpses around Safeco Field. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Jay Buhner joining us this Tuesday night. Here's Mr. Cruz. He looks at ball one. Nelly walked on a 3-1 pitch and scored on the Seager 3-run homer in the first inning.
They have definitely got him off the fastball. Well, now he's going to have to do something, but
he didn't his first time up.
No. They got squishy on it.
And sometimes too, you have to know that you have a veteran pitcher out there. I don't think he's going to give in to Cruz.
Not if you can do that.
No.
And that's what you got to do. You got to be able to locate. He was struggling with his off-speed pitch. All you could do was throw a fastball, and guys were not even the out early on was when
Seth Smith hit it down the corner.
Yeah, I mean everything was squared up.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Cruz, leading off the Mariners' third, followed by Seager and Morris in 4, 5, and 6 here for the Mariners.
A little different on that location now, though.
Two pretty good pitches on the outside corner. Nelly can cover that pitch, though.
There you go, right there. That's the beauty of him, too. He's a power hitter, but he hits for an average, but his power is from foul pole to foul pole, which is impressive. I mean, to me, that's real power, being able to drive a ball out to the 380 in right center, and he can do it at will.
2-2 pitch. Blake is back. Gobbled up by Middlebrooks. 1 out. Take a look at the T-Mobile game changer. We take you back to a 1-0 count to Kyle Seager, 2 to the board. And when it do?
We were talking about it over the weekend. When Kyle gets ahead, he typically looks out over the plate, which is a smart thing. Most pitchers are going to try to go there. Kennedy did not get it on the corner. It was middle away. And Kyle ends up getting the barrel to it.
Looked like it was a little cutter, too, whether he meant to do it or not.
I don't think he meant to.
Yeah, it came right back to the barrel.
Here's Seager with one out here in the third. Shift on against Kyle.
You're surprised to see them shift as much on Kyle. And we know they did it a lot last year, Jay, because his power is to right field, but.
And then he goes his first AB, and so now it's even more of a shift. But
he's hit the ball the other way here early in the season.
And take it. Look at that. Look at the left center gap. I mean, that is unbelievable. You can talk about driving a truck through it. Take it. Stay inside a little bit more and just take. I mean, you just hit a little flare out there. It's a double.
Well, hit a ground ball past Middlebrooks, who's out the shortstop area, and it's a double.
Yeah, that's what.
2-0 pitch.
That was the pitch to do it, too.
Again, 2-0. He's looking middle away. That pitch on the corner.
Got to.
Yeah.
Huh. 2-1. 3-1 count here with Logan Morrison on deck.
But I agree. It used to be that if they're going to do the shift, they would pitch towards the shift. But now they don't even do that anymore. They don't even pitch to the defense.
No.
3-1. Solarte, nice hands. Feeds to Kennedy. 2 away. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. 2 away for Logan Morrison, who walked in a 3-2 pitch in his first plate appearance. Rugged inning in the first for Kennedy. 8 men to the plate, gave up 4 runs on 4 hits. Good looking breaking ball for strike. One count for Morrison. Still 3 for 9 with a homer against Ian Kennedy. Former National Leaguer.
You have a theory, Jay. Logan basically boxed up all of his own bats, went to Nelson Cruz. It's an inch longer, 2 ounces heavier, and ever since then he's really been hitting the ball hard. Well, I would think going to a heavier bat would cause problems.
Well, maybe it forces you to just use your hands a little bit more and takes the body out of it, obviously, because you can't with the bigger bat. But
there's a high drive, deep right center field. Can't give it chase. Give me up. They're gone. Home run for Lomo. Logan Morrison with his 6th home run of the season, and the Mariners lead is now 5-0.
Well, the other thing it helps with is on changeups at 82 miles an hour.
He just dropped the head.
Just dropped the barrel right there, square it up.
Got it on a 1-2 pitch, and boy, did he make that baby travel.
Well, we'll take a look at the swing by Logan on our Alaska Supermo. This is a changeup, 82 miles an hour, squares it up right on the barrel. And out in right center field on a cool evening like tonight, that's not an easy thing to do. All of a sudden you look up and Logan, who was off to a slow start, now has 6 home runs on the year.
Talk about a game of inches. Look where this hits too. Right off the top of the wall. That's what it looked like.
Nice to see it get over.
I agree. Oh, go, baby. Because you know that's exactly what he's saying right there.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been two. How many have we seen already this year that have hit on that yellow line and make an indention and come back into the ballpark?
Well,
so,
Logan's been robbed twice in this ballpark already.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of long faces going back to that dugout, haven't we? Going, man, I know I squared that up.
I love his sense of humor after the one that he finally did get out here. And he says, don't you know a fan caught it? I said, you're right. Caught it cleanly. Remember the guy Mike reached over?
Oh, yeah.
He was on the aisle.
Well, you know he's running going, please, please, please.
5-0 lead for the Mariners. 1-2 to Ackley. Fouls it off. Dustin struck out on an 0-2 pitch in the first inning.
I think it's safe to say that this is a guy right here that's got to get going. Got to get hot.
He started off coming out of spring training in great shape. Hit 3 home runs right away. That first week was good to him, and then it's been a struggle since then.
2 out, nobody on. A run in on the Morrison homer. And Ackley strikes out for the second time in as many appearances. Morrison's homer highlights the third, a 5-0 lead over Ian Kennedy, the San Diego Padres. In the third and in the first inning, that was a solo blast by Lomo. And in the first inning, a 3-run homer by Kyle Seager. And for Logan Morrison, that's home run number 6. And he is enjoying a nice little run here. Cool night, 60 degrees at first pitch back at 7:10. Roof covering us up. First of 2 with the Padres last year in this series. Both teams held serve at home. And all time, Mariners lead the competition 49-45.
So you a fan of interleague play?
I'm like numb to it now, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, for me, I mean, this is one of my favorite guys right now in baseball to watch. So it gives me an opportunity as a fan to watch a guy like this that's having a heck of a year for the Padres. And I mean, he hunts the fastball. I love guys that hunt the fastball. So I'm a fan of interleague play. That's for that reason right there alone.
Well, you get to see guys, absolutely. Talked to Justin for a long time. His brother BJ, now going by Melvin, his given name, is rehabbing AAA San Diego back in, actually down extended spring down in Arizona.
Still a fan, Jay, if you're talking about interleague play.
Absolutely.
To switch the rules over when you go to the other city. So in other words, the Padres in town play National League rules, and the reason why I say that,
the fans get a look at their home.
They get it. First of all, they get to see the different game, which would be kind of cool to get to do that. But more importantly, because of players, and you mentioned Upton, when you were playing, and you guys ended up going back to play the Mets and the Phillies, and Edgar doesn't play.
Exactly.
And so those fans don't get a chance to see one of the greatest right-handed hitters in the game.
Or you don't put him in a position where he can go out and actually hurt himself because you want to get his bat in the lineup, which can happen sometimes, unfortunately.
Upton takes a call at third strike. 2 strikeouts so far tonight for Paxton, both looking. You got Norris in the first.
Plus, it gives you, I mean, San Diego, that's a terrible town to have to go hang out at. Oh.
Got a chance for a real quick inning here.
Self-defense, I like it.
2 outs.
I'll knock on wood.
Mike, I like every year we talk about this, about the National League rule here in this ballpark.
Yeah.
It seems like the no-brainer of no-brainers, and they refuse to do it.
I don't understand why. Because if they did that here, the Mariners are going to go down to San Diego, and then you have the DH then. Right. So it really doesn't change things as you look at Paxton making this play, helping himself out.
Creatures of habit, I guess. I don't know, but it's all about creating interest in the game and giving something new to the fans. And we're trying to speed the game up because it ain't broke. Why are we fixing that? So let's try something else. I mean, I like that.
Yeah.
Good Jerko. Pops this one. Cruz coming on. Slides. Did not get it. Base hit. Jay, you played out there.
Yeah.
Big swing.
I just didn't want to see a yard sale out there. Whatever you do, somebody pull up, please. We want to Zamboni those 2 guys out of the lineup. That would not be good. He does he doesn't get any love for his defense. Not as much as I think he should.
What do you think of that?
I mean, because the guy he can mash and all that, but I'll tell you what, he takes pride in it. He's a darn good outfielder. He's got a darn good arm. The great thing about him that I love, he does all the little things that you're supposed to do, like hit the cutoff man, and for whatever reason, a lot of outfielders don't know how to do that at the big league level, which is amazing.
And he throws to the right base. There's been a number of times.
He knows the game.
He knows the game. There's been a number of times when they've had the lead, and he may have had a shot to throw somebody out the plate, but he gets the ball in the second, keep the double play in order, and stay away from the big inning.
You eat it. I agree. Quit letting guys get in scoring position.
I'm glad to hear you say that, because watching him here in the first month, one, he wants to be out there. Everybody talked to him, and I spoke to him in spring training too about DH, and he didn't seem real crazy about that idea. He wants to be out there. And 2, watching him in the first month, I think he's really played well out in right field.
He can run. I mean, he covers some ground out there.
Just by diving Taylor. Back-to-back 2-out hits here in the 4th.
And here's another thing, Mike. I mean, by putting him in the outfield, not every game is he going to come out and have a great game with the bat offensively. So, I mean, he can cut a ball off. He can throw a guy out. He can keep a guy from getting in scoring position. Whatever it may be, there's other ways for him to contribute to help the team win. When you're DHing, it's tough, man. I don't know how Edgar did it and how these great DHs do it, because it is in between ABs. I'd be thinking about if I had a bad AB. At least out there, you can take a little bit of your aggression out. You can do something out there to help your team and help basically flush what you did, because it's hard not to take your offense out on your defense. Really is.
No, it is. I agree with that. But you mentioned Edgar. I can remember Gar. He didn't want to do it at first.
Well,
and then Lou finally told him, he said, look, we have to keep you in the lineup. You keep getting hurt. And he ended up being one of the best ever at it. And
his eye, what people don't understand, his eyes, that he would get that. He had that one eye that would get lazy and would cross on him. People don't understand the countless hours he had to do of eye exercises, and he's still a 320 plus hitter, career hitter, and the guy couldn't hardly see. I mean, it's amazing to me. So put him in the Hall of Fame. Let's go. Do your homework.
Really. Cut
it out.
Paxton behind the Spangenberg, 3-0. Walked him the first time. That was the third of 3 consecutive walks in the second inning that got Paxton in just a whale of trouble.
He keeps getting 2 quick outs and then can't get that third out.
Well, this inning a little bit different when he walked the 3 batters in the second. But this inning, a little flare into right, and then a ground ball finds a hole.
Spangenberg DHing tonight for San Diego. 3-1. He's got another full count. So the fans encouraging Paxton, trying to get the third out here. San Diego mounting a 2-out, 2-on threat. Runners go. Pitch.
Oh, come on.
Bases are loaded. Second time.
Give him a little love. Let's go.
In 3 innings, and that's the 4th walk issued by Paxton.
And the same hitter coming up. Barmas. Clint Barmas, the shortstop, number 9 hitter. He was able to get him to pop out to the shortstop.
Paxton walking that tightrope again. Strike 1 to Clint.
Ooh, nice pitch.
Way out in front, 0-2.
Good changeup.
Very nice.
Barmas in an 0-2 hole with the bases loaded, 2 outs.
Do it again.
Here's the 0-2. Blocked by Zunino. 4 walks. Already matching. It already is a season most.
That's Razie's huge right there. Just a vacuum cleaner back there.
1-2. Strike 3 called. 3rd strikeout. What a biggie it was. Bases loaded. Gets out of it. Kenzie Novell, Miss Washington, USA, with us here tonight with the Dave Niehaus statue. She threw out the first pitch. And right now, that big pitch by Paxton gets him out of trouble. Mariners lead it 5-0.
Are trying to get their first interleague win of the season against the Padres. This is just a short 2-game series. So in the finale, if we want to call it tomorrow, it's going to be Taijuan Walker versus James Shields. Now, James Shields' record's pretty good, but his ERA, nothing to look at, 4.25. Taijuan Walker trying to get to 2-3 on the season, making his first career start against the Padres. Guys?
Angie, thank you. Here's Mike Zunino to lead it off. Fouls one away. Mike struck out in a 3-2 pitch to end the long first inning by the Mariners, in which they scored 4 runs on 4 hits. RBI single by Cano, a 3-run homer by Seager. 3rd inning, 2 outs, nobody aboard. Logan Morrison went yard. Mike in a quick 0-2 hole. He'll be followed by Chris Taylor and Seth Smith. Breaking ball, base hit, hung it up, and Mike saw it all the way. Base hit for Mike Zunino, and it's his first hit on the homestand. He's 1 for 11 now.
Able to keep his hands back long enough. 74 miles an hour on the curveball as he hits it hard into left field. Started with the curve. Came back with a fastball away that Mike ended up taking. So on an 0-2 pitch, a mistake by Kennedy to throw that curveball in the hitting area. Mike made him pay for it with a solid line drive into left.
Chris Taylor lined one into the right field corner. That was run down by Matt Kemp, and he goes that way again. Backs up Kemp on the track, makes the play. Safeco Field. It's going to be filled with the sights and sounds of the 1940s this Saturday when the Mariners take on the Red Sox. We're saluting the Seattle Steelheads and the Negro Leagues as both teams are going to wear vintage uniforms. So for tickets to turn back the clock night, visit Mariners.com. Started naming artists from the 1940s. And a gentleman wrote in and says, "You forgot to mention Artie Shaw." So I'm mentioning Artie Shaw, the great band leader. And just finding out, I didn't know this, that the owner of the Seattle Steelheads also owned the Harlem Globetrotters. We speak of the late Abe Saperstein. And then eventually the Steelheads left Seattle and became the baseball Harlem Globetrotters. We'll have more on those stories on Saturday. Seth Smith had a single to start the Mariners home first, tried to stretch it into a double. Matt Kemp threw him out by a mile at second, and a ground out to first in the second time up. Shift on against Seth. And hit him.
Seeing that it was just a matter of time. All those curveballs he's throwing to the left-handers, and all of them missing down and in. Eventually,
yeah,
you thought that he might hit somebody, and he hit Smith on the curveball.
No
78 miles an hour. Yeah, 78.
Former quarterback at Ole Miss, he's been hit harder than that.
Hard to get that lead foot out of the way, because that's the thing he's got to get down in order for you to hit.
Right.
Brad Miller with a couple of doubles in this one tonight.
Ground rule doubles both. That's pretty whacked. Bounce one over the fence down the right field corner, and one skips into the stands going down the left field corner. The left field line didn't get quite to the corner.
It's a good way to get you a little more playing time, getting that lineup a little bit more. You keep throwing out some doubles, right? A little friendly competition out there.
Absolutely.
But come on.
Last three starts now for Brad. He's been the DH.
Mariners tonight 2 for 3 with runners in scoring position.
That's good to see.
That base hit by Cano, and then the home run by Kyle Seaver.
Cano didn't waste any time, did he? Normally likes to take that first strike, and he, nope, getting after it.
And a changeup in the middle of the plate and hit hard back up.
Brad in good shape here with Cano on deck, followed by Cruz. One out, runners at first and second.
Frank Garces getting loose in the pen for the Padres, the left-hander. The one left-hander that they have in their pen.
Strike to Brad Miller. There's Frank. Opportunity here for Miller at 3-1. Zunino at second and Seth Smith at first. Bases are loaded for Robinson Cano. It's a third walk issued by Kennedy. Make sure you stick around after the game for Mariners postgame, presented by Delta Airlines. Dwayne Balsley making another appearance, pitching coach of the Padres.
This is where it gets tough if you're the opposing manager and you have one left-hander. You look at the middle of the lineup. If you bring the lefty in now for Cano, Nelson Cruz waiting on deck. So do you want to burn him for a one hitter, or you want to take your chances because you have Seager up after Cruz? So that's where things have really changed, Jay, for this lineup. Having Cruz in the middle of it.
That's what having one guy down there really hurts you.
Yeah.
Cano's first opportunity.
You can't let the game get away from you either, Mike. You're still in this ball game, so you got to do whatever it takes.
There's the opportunity for Mr. Cano.
9 grand slams in his career.
Let's make it 10, or at least break his back right here.
5-0 Mariner lead. Looking for more. Bases loaded. 1 out.
Ooh.
Must have heard you.
Ooh. Attacking that dead red. Boy, Robbie.
89 miles an hour right at the top of the strike zone.
You know he must be seeing the ball good right now because he's been awfully aggressive.
0-1. Outside for ball 1.
That's the thing about Robbie, the veteran he is he'll attack that one, and now he'll shorten everything back up again, stay within himself. Why wouldn't you with that swing?
One pitch. Got to throw him a strike here. 2-1. Mariners have hit 2 home runs tonight. Seager a 3-run shot in the first and a solo blast in the third by Morrison.
Smoke this change up right here.
Kennedy and Cano, teammates for a brief period of time with the Yankees. The 2-1 pitch. On the corner, Robbie didn't like that at all. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Home plate umpires Mark Wegner.
For good reason. See on our EQC tracer, that pitch off the plate away counts. They always change, and on that one right there, a ball. Robbie should be up there 3-1 instead of 2-2 battling.
Here we go, 2-2. Ooh, he gets punched out by Mike Winters. So Cano is gone. 4th strikeout for Kennedy.
It's on the curveball. Again, trying to throw it to the back foot of Robbie, and you can take a look at this. He thought he checked his swing.
My big thing is why is he walking up the line? Just stay back there. Don't bait him. Just stay back there.
You're talking about the umpire?
Yeah, just, I mean, come on.
Now here's Cruz, 2 outs, bases loaded. Lloyd giving it to Mike Winters. Foul ball. Strike 1. Lloyd pretty agitated, his 3-hole hitter. A couple of calls going against him. With the bases loaded. Chance to blow this game wide open.
But Mike, that goes back to that second strike. Right there too. I mean, that even more comes into play. It's even more frustrating as Robbie goes back to the bench.
Right. You go from 3-1, 2-2, and then he's trying to protect, and he gets the curveball, which he looks like he checks his swing on it, and then they get the call there, and I'm sure that information has been delivered to Lloyd, and Lloyd, as we know, Lloyd will stick up for his players. But it was the 2-1 pitch that made all the difference, calling that pitch a strike when it was clearly off the plate.
Cruz trying to do some damage here. He's behind 0-2 with the bases loaded, 2 outs. A frustrated Mariner dugout. And he strikes out. Mariners leave them loaded in the fourth, but still lead 5-0.
Lead at 5-0. In the last half inning, Jay Buhner said that Robbie Cano is seeing the ball really well. He was attacking that first pitch. So, guys, I'm curious, what does it really mean when a guy is seeing the ball well, and how can he take advantage of that?
Well, the result didn't turn out real good, so maybe he's not seeing it. But that second strike, that 2-1 pitch that you were talking about, Mike, basically, I mean, he spit on it right away. So you know that when you're seeing it real good, you're letting the ball travel, you're letting it get on you, and you're not afraid to hit with 2 strikes.
Well, one of the things that I talk about all the time is, as a hitter, Jay, we're always looking for balance and timing. And when you get all those things together, you're able to slow the game down. You're more relaxed, you slow the game down. So if you have all those things together and you're not having to worry about them, you're going to pick the ball up earlier and give you a better chance to pick up spin, and it just seems that your mind is clear. And we've seen that here for the first month with Nelson Cruz for sure consistently, but along with Robbie, I think Logan Morrison has shown that too, and Kyle Seager at times has shown that. But it's what these guys work at it every day, trying to get to that point.
Plus, your first AB checking in with the big RBI single always helps too. That carries over, and that gets your confidence going even more.
Abraham Almonte leading it off here in the 5th. Paxton behind 3-1. Almonte, Norris, and Kemp 1, 2, 3 in the order. Paxton, 3 strikeouts. He's walked 4.
I got to give a quick shout out to my little baby boy Gunner, my youngest son.
How's he doing?
Big birthday boy today. So,
all right. How many?
Or yesterday, I should say. But I want to give him some love. No more teenagers, boys. No more teenagers. Right. He's officially 20. So I am an official old goat.
Welcome.
So, way to make it to 20, Gunner. I'm proud of you.
Happy birthday, belatedly, to Gunner.
And we were talking about he and his club made it to the playoffs.
They are. They're in the regional starting Saturday down in Eugene at Lane Community College. So
good luck.
I know it's that time of year, man.
Yeah.
The push. And the draft right around the corner. Your boy could be, some special things could be happening for him on the 8th. So good luck with that too, Blow.
Thank you.
5th walk issued.
Man, the walks are killing him tonight, aren't they?
That's why
I mean, you got a 5-0 lead as a defense. You're just getting frustrated.
Well, and you can see 86 pitches as he works here in the 5th, and talked about it before, but with James, he's certainly not trying to do that or trying to be too fine. I think he's just lost his fastball command. The good news is he's had a good fastball, so he's been able to get away with some pitches tonight too.
Yeah, he's wiggled himself out of some damage a couple different times.
Cruz coming in. Let's take a look at the Mariners calendar, brought to you by Sleep Country USA. Finish up this brief 2-gamer with San Diego tomorrow. Red Sox come in for 4, then on the road again. Lots of birds of feathers.
Safe to say it's going to be packed starting Thursday in old Safeco Field, huh? Boston always travels well.
Yeah, there'll be some big crowds.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday will be crazy, I bet.
Oh yeah.
That's some really good crowds this last weekend.
I noticed that. That's awesome.
I think 105,000 over the weekend, and the previous weekend we were here with Texas with about 111,000, 112,000 total. It's really good.
And don't think the guys don't feed off of that too. There's nothing better than that 10th man on your side.
Now Monte at first, 1 out. Here's Matt Kemp. Paxton starts off really well, 9 pitches in the first inning, gets 1, 2, 3. Then gets the first 2 guys of the second inning, no fuss, no muss. Then walks the bases loaded, gets out of it. Gives up a 3rd inning leadoff single, double play helps, and then a pop up. As Kemp fouls one into the glove of Zunino, 1-1.
And I guess he's been effectively wild, but this is why a lot of managers have gray hair.
Absolutely. In the 4th inning, a strikeout looking a comebacker, then 2 base hits, a flare, 1 through the hole, a walk to load him up. The strikeout looking. So he's throwing a lot of pitches. Another easy play for Cruz.
And you're right, not Michael. He needs a short inning, a couple of them.
He's had 4 times where, boom, boom, he's got the quick outs, and then.
Well, the good news with James is he's at 90 pitches now. If he can retire Upton and get out of the inning, he has an opportunity to at least get through 6, which would help the bullpen.
Yeah,
we just showed you the calendar. We have 6 games in a row here with Boston coming in. Those are always long, hard-fought games. So if he can, at this point, at least give him 6, that would be great.
That's right. You ready for 3 hours and change for 9 innings?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there's nothing worse than a 5 and dive. Your starter goes 5 just enough, and it's like, oh, come on. Earn that paycheck, baby. Stay out there. Let's go.
Well, and right now he's trying to work around his 2nd inning. When he walked 3 batters, was able to get out of it, but he threw 38 pitches in the 2nd.
Well, at least there was no damage, right?
Exactly.
Thank goodness.
0-2 pitch. Breaking ball to beauty. Upton knew it, didn't protest. So leadoff walk proves harmless to Paxton in the 5th. The lead stays at 5-0.
4-0. We're wondering the most common interleague opponents. And, of course, as you can imagine, San Diego at the top of this list with 95 games. You'll notice, though, that the record doesn't add up to 95 because, of course, we don't know who's going to win this game yet, although we like our chances. So Colorado, Dodgers, San Francisco, Arizona, these are all people the Mariners have seen a lot because, of course, the NL West, they had a head start in interleague. Time for question 4. Using hashtag RootQ4, tell us which franchise the Mariners have played the fewest times in interleague play for your chance to win a Root Sports prize pack. Follow us on Twitter at RootSports_NW to answer. So again, the fewest. You know it's not any of the teams that I just mentioned on the most common interleague opponents, guys.
All right, Angie, thank you very much. Here's Kyle Seager to lead off. He's got a 1-1 count. Ian Kennedy's still in there. Seager, Morrison, and Ackley. Kyle with a 3-run homer in the first inning. Mariners took a 4-0 lead. Cano had gotten the scoring started with an RBI single. Logan Morrison, 2 out, nobody on, third inning. He homered. It's his 6th, and for Kyle, it was his 4th home run. Mariners, says Chris Woodward, fielding that foul ball. Mariners coming off a 3-game sweep of Oakland. And hope to be pointed in the right direction, trying to get back to the 500 mark. And then from there, hey, boom, you never know.
Well, Ian Kennedy now at 98 pitches. And some action out in the Padres bullpen. It's former Mariner Sean Kelly getting loose in the pen for the Padres.
Right to Solarte, 1 out. There's Sean, most recently with the New York Yankees. Brings up Logan Morrison. Homered on a 1-2 pitch and hit it to deep right center field. 382 feet away. Ball 1 to Logan. To count.
I think he wants that one back. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that we were talking about it earlier. Slowing the game down and seeing the baseball. I think Logan is right there.
Yeah.
His stride. One of the things he did last year, a couple months to go in the season, he really softened up his stride. He had such violent stride. You see how soft that is right there. It's just really nice.
It's a good take.
Yeah, and not trying to do too much with it. And when he first started doing that, Jay, he was basically just spraying the ball around, started picking up his hits, and then as he got more comfortable with it, that's when you saw him starting to fire on the ball a little bit more. And that's when
he's finding the barrel. Once you start finding out where that barrel was, now you can add a little bit more here and there and pick your spot. So,
2-1 pitch to left field, backing up Upton. He'll take care of it.
Just missed it.
2 outs here in the Mariner 5th. Nelson Cruz poster day, courtesy of Aquafina. It's fast approaching. It's this Sunday when the Mariners host the Red Sox, and all kids are going to take home a poster of the Mariners slugger, Nelson Cruz. For your tickets to Nelson Cruz poster day, visit mariners.com. Dustin Ackley struck out twice today. 0-2 pitch in the first, a 1-2 in the third as he looks at ball 1. 16,148 joining us here tonight at Safeco Field. Two 2-0. Mike, is he taking more pitches early in the count like he did early part of last year?
Well, and we talked about it in spring training and then at the start of the year when he was really swinging well like that, just being aggressive on the fastball that's in the area. It doesn't matter whether it's on the inside part of the plate or away. Dustin usually will use the entire field, and when he's swinging the bat, that's usually when he has the most success. He doesn't have to worry about working counts. He's so good at hitting the fastball, and this is a pretty good fastball right here on the outside corner, and it is right on the corner at 90 miles an hour.
I agree with you. Why if you're up there and you're struggling a little bit, why you want to work a count and get the 2 strikes? Get on that fastball,
Exactly.
man, and go to gash and get your swings in.
Well, that base hit by Dustin Ackley has chased Ian Kennedy. 5-0 Mariners. Sean Kelly, the former Mariner, takes over. Sports is brought to you by Vern Funk. Bad luck can hit anyone. Insure with the 13th man. And by the Rockwood Fired Kitchen. Pizza, burgers, spirits. Good spirit here at Safeco Field. Small crowd, 16,148 on a cool night, but a beautiful night. Mariners up 5-0, looking for more with 2 outs. Mike Zunino, the hitter, going against former Mariner Sean Kelly. Mike Z with a base hit on an 0-2 pitch. A single to left his last time up. Talking to Sean Kelly before the game, he was telling a story about last year, June 12th. He had a bad back, but he told the Padres, the Yankees, hey, I can go. He was so desperate to come back here, want to play against his old teammates, see his buddies. Third of an inning, 2 hits, gave up a run, and then he went back on the DL for a while. Two balls, 1 strike here to Zunino. 2-2. Two outs and Dustin Ackley. He's at first. Runner goes. Throw down to second. Ackley's out. Ackley thrown out. And that'll do it. Derek Norris with a good, strong throw to nail Ackley. He's now 1 out of 3 in base stealing attempts. Tag applied there. Mariners lead it 5-0. their 4th consecutive ball game. Right now, we want to take a look at the Delta Airlines keep climbing standings. Astros 4.5 game lead on the Angels, 5 on the Mariners. Rangers have picked up since the Mariners went in there and swept them, and the A's are headed in the reverse direction. James Paxton, here he is for the 6th inning. He'll face 5, 6, and 7 in the San Diego order. Solarte, Jerko, and Middlebrooks. First pitch, strike to Solarte, who's 0 for 2. He's fly to center and bounced one back to Paxton. Well, he's had a lot of trouble with that pitch, trying to work down and in. The right-hand hitters
trying to saw blade him.
Ball and 2 strikes. Paxton tonight struck out 4, walked 5. Perilous inning in the 2nd that he escaped with 2 outs. He got 2 quick outs, then walked the bases loaded, got out of it by popping up Barnes. To right center field, Ackley calling off Cruz. Oh, brother. Certainly, Cruz did not hear him. Ackley was calling for it. Nice that they can smile about it. Peeling.
That tells it all right there, right? There comes
How hard
a point,
is it to hear?
Well, there comes a point, though, as an outfielder, you get into that what they call no man's, and it's kind of hard to all of a sudden peel off and everything. So that, as a center fielder, I mean, you got to let everybody know. You got to let the whole ballpark know.
I got it.
Yeah, I got it. But at the same time, too, there's a little bit that has to do with knowing your center fielder's range and your outfielder's range and who has what. So, you know, a lot comes into play. Playing counts, too. You might be moving over a little bit more. So.
And Dustin hasn't played a lot in center field.
And so I think that is that whole communication thing, not knowing each other's range. But I bet somebody's going to be yelling, I got it, like, until they catch it from here on out, because that's a yard sale you don't want to see right there. The Robbie and Cruz a couple innings ago, and now that one.
3 balls, 1 strike to Jeff Jerko, walking a single for him tonight. (3-1). Full count now. Will Middlebrooks on deck. He's got a walk and a single as well.
Now, how did you and Junior work things out? Because I know that you guys used to have fun with that at times too.
Basically,
and
I told him you got everything.
I wasn't. No. It would look like one of you is calling it, and the other guy would catch it.
And
then he'd start laughing about it.
And thank goodness one never dropped in between us, because it was always that little, you know, you see Adrian do it a lot when there was a pop-up, and he'll act like he has it and think like he's. I mean, we used to do that all the time, but, man, there were a couple times at the last second I'll turn around, he's going, I got it, and I'll turn around and look, and all of a sudden it's like, he's nowhere close. Thank goodness I gave a courtesy peek. So there's something, you saw that replay on Ackley and Cruz going at it, and at the last second he looked over to see where he was.
Right.
But, man, you got to be quick, because your eyes, you take your eye off the ball for a second, you got to refocus. It's got to be pretty darn quick. Otherwise, you don't get that head on a swivel, bad things can happen. So, but yeah, Junior, I mean, man, that guy. But really, I mean, at the end of the day,
that's the best way to say it, too.
I mean, he loved to have fun, and sometimes he loved to have fun when it was at your expense. And there were too many times. So that's what I always tell him, Mike, when I said earlier, I go, hey, dude, you got everything. Let's go. Quit fooling around.
One of my favorites is, you know, Jay, I didn't play a lot of outfield, but when I was put out there, and I can remember against these Padres in the old ballpark in San Diego, and I make a catch in left center field.
There's a fly ball that Ackley's tracking. On the track, slides and makes a wonderful catch. Wow. He made a long running catch in Houston last year where he slid on the warning track, and he had this baby soon as it got off the bat.
Go Gadget arm, that a baby.
Real nice.
That's great awareness right there, knowing how much room you got.
Nicely done. On 6 innings, 5 strikeouts, 5 walks, a 3-hit shutout in those 6 innings. And Mike Zunino back at the plate. He was at the dish when Dustin Ackley was thrown out trying to steal. He was nailed for the 3rd out to end the 5th inning. It'll be Zunino, Taylor, and Seth Smith, 8, 9, and 1 here in the 6th inning. Just joining us, a couple of home runs tonight by the Mariners. First, Robbie Cano got him started, an RBI single in the 1st. 2 batters later, 2 men aboard. Good for Kyle Seager hits a 3-run homer. That made it 4-0, and then Logan Morrison tacked on the 5th run, a 2-out solo blast in the 3rd. Lomo, his 6th of the year, RBI number 10, and for Kyle, his 4th homer. His RBI total 10-18. James Paxton, boy, he had a lot of highs and lows in this game, but he leaves with a 5-0 lead.
We talked about it with him. He's able to make it through 6 innings, even after throwing the 38 pitches in the 2nd.
Zunino blasts one high and deep. Left center field.
That is a strong boy.
Mike Zunino with his 4th home run, 8th RBI. The Mariners have hit their 3rd homer tonight and have a 6-0 lead. And this guy caught it.
That is a bomb. Especially out there, Michael.
Yes, sir. That's back in the back row of the pen. Almost in the concession stand.
Yeah, it was over the beer garden in the hot dog stand.
Well, still one of yours, Jay. This is a cement mixer.
It was, wasn't it?
Trying to throw him a slider, just a hanger right in the middle of the plate, and he hit it to the back of the pen.
Hit me. Oh, boy. Cement mixer elevated with extension. Thank you very much.
439 feet on that blast by Zunino.
They cheated him.
His 2nd hit tonight.
Remember when it was IBM? They said it stood for inaccurate baseball measurement on the home runs because they never got them right. Hey, at least Almonte gave a courtesy kind of semi-jog.
You won't see too many hit back into that area.
No.
I think that's past where you were sitting for the pregame show. Probably would have flown right over your head.
It was, yeah, just to the left of the stage out there.
Check swing by Chris Taylor. Count goes 2-2.
So I was like, you caught that all the way out here?
We can see where he's at in the back row.
Backhanded by Barmes to throw across. Base hit for Chris Taylor.
After hitting a couple of fly balls deep to right, both of them on the warning track and were caught. Himself an infield hit. Chris runs well. Barmes aware of that, had to get rid of it quickly. Wasn't able to get anything on the throw. And it's an infield hit.
Barmes will shift over with Seth Smith stepping into the box here. Seth 1 for 2, was hit by a pitch last time up in the 4th. 3-run homer Seager and solo blast by Morrison and Zunino tonight for the Mariners. 6 runs on 10 hits. Kelly making an appearance against his old team. That's your strike. Seth Smith, former Padre, was with them last year. Smith able to check that swing. 2-1. Kelly coming over to San Diego from the Yankees for Johnny Barbato, a right-hander. Last December 29th. Be a free agent at the end of this year. Career best 59 relief appearances for Kelly last year. Up the middle, base hit. Chris Taylor will hold at second. Will Middlebrooks with the shift. Had to sprint to get back to cover third base. 3 consecutive hits here by the Mariners. In time now for a Geico this date in MLB history. Take you back to May 12th of 01. A.J. Burnett, a no-no against the Padres.
With 9 walks. Good grief. That is effectively wild.
Justin Ruggiano has come out to pinch run for Seth Smith. So Seth, a couple of base hits. Ended up 2 for 3 tonight.
I like him up there setting the table at the top of the order.
Talked about it, whether he gets hits or not. It's obviously great to see him get the hits, but he usually sees a lot of pitches.
Yeah, he works a count.
Everybody gets an opportunity to get a good look at the pitcher before they have to go up and hit.
Ball 1 to Brad Miller, DHing tonight. Ground rule double down the right field, into the right field corner, bounce over the fence, and then one that scooted into the stands down the left field line. He's also walked. Been a good inning for the Mariners. Home run, infield hit, solid base hit to center.
Mariners 2 for 5 with runners in scoring position tonight.
A lot of good hitter counts tonight.
To the home run boys there, Zunino and Seager. 2-1. Fly ball left field. Upton. Make the play, hits the cutoff man. First out of the inning. Let's see what kind of at bat Cano has here. He got robbed last time. The boys mentioned a 2-1 pitch was called a strike. It should have been 3-1. Wound up taking a called third strike at a 2-2 pitch. Two on, 1 out. And there's a strike to Robinson Cano. RBI single to center in the first. Ground out the first in the second inning and took the called third strike in the fourth. 2-2. Cano tied with Detroit's Yoenis Cespedes. The league lead in doubles with 11. Nothing lead, 1 out, 2 on. Looking for more. Down low. Kelly out of Louisville, Kentucky, Bud Black, Longview, Washington, in his 9th season. Manager, Padres.
Oh, he got that.
He sure did.
Wow.
And there's only 2 outs. Norris is headed to the
Kangaroo
dugout.
court.
There's 2 outs. How much would that have been worth?
Oh boy!
Oh, it's
especially
already
if he rolled it out to the mound. Yeah, that's going to be costly. Nice play though to be able to get it on the foul tip.
Nice recovery.
Both times.
I hear you.
Oh, hello.
Ellie walked and scored in the 1st inning. Grounded out to 3rd in the 3rd inning and struck out on 3 pitches in the 4th. Behind 0-2. Cruz with a 4-game inning streak working right now. Cruz 3 for 11 against Sean Kelly with a home run. There's the 1-2 pitch. Up the middle, base hit. Taylor, speedy, will score easily. Nelson Cruz hitting streak extended to 5 games, picks up an RBI. That's his 28th, and the Mariner lead is now 7-0 over San Diego.
Nice piece of hit with 2 strikes. That's why you drive in 100 right there. 2 strikes.
One of Sean Kelly's best fastball, 95 miles an hour, is able to hit it right back up the middle. Yeah, we were talking about it earlier with Nelson. He'll just hit it from line to line.
Especially with 2 strikes. He stays hard in the middle. He just will not think anything else. Good piece of hitting right there.
The Cruz started tonight tied with Mark Teixeira, 2nd place in RBIs with 27 behind Stephen Vogt with 28.
How about that guy, Mark Teixeira? I mean, that's comeback player of the year right there. Him and A-Rod both, what they're doing over there.
Yankees starting tonight, 4-game lead over Tampa Bay in the East. Back up the middle, stop, and they have a play. And he said that Solarte was able to maintain contact on the back, and here comes Lloyd.
Yeah. Chris Woodward wasn't so sure. Kyle couldn't see it. He was running past the bag, so he couldn't tell if his foot was on there. But we'll take a look at our Alaska Supermo.
Marty Foster, first base umpire. There's the ball. There's the foot.
Unfortunately, I think it's a good call.
It is the right call. Heck of a play. Mariners pick up a home run from Zunino and an RBI single from Cruz to extend the lead to 7-0. scoring for the Mariners. First inning, 1-1 count. And Robinson Cano singles home Brad Miller, who had reached on a ground rule double to right field. And then with Cruz aboard, along with Cano, Kyle Seager leaves the building. 3-run homer, his 4th homer of the season. How about Lomo? 2 out, nobody on. 3rd inning. Hit this a mile. Got his money's worth for his 6th home run. And if you think that was a doozy, Mike Zunino, he hit it way back in the pen. So 3 Mariner home runs tonight. Mariners start the night 5th in the American League with home runs. They've added 3 more to that total, 39 on the season. Danny Farquhar takes over. Corey Spangenberg be his first hitter. Ruggiano takes over in center field. Ackley moves from center to left for the Mariners. Right to Cano, 1 away.
So you have to give Paxton some credit. Now that Danny's in the game, you see this line drive right at Cano. But for James, again, 38 pitches in the 2nd inning, and it didn't appear as if he had his best fastball command tonight, but found a way to get through 6 innings. I think that early lead at the Mariners game certainly helped. That'll save your bullpen.
2 times bases loaded, wiggling and out too.
Right.
But you're right. Being able to throw 97 obviously helps.
That helps. And he was able to hit that mark a number of times tonight. Look at the numbers for Danny.
2-0 to Parmas, who's 0 for 2 tonight. Popped to short and a strikeout looking. Solidly hit. Left field, Ackley moving over from center field to man left field, and Justin Ruggiano in center. There's JR, took over in the leadoff spot for Seth Smith. Meanwhile, for Mr. Paxton,
6 innings, just 3 hits, did not give up a run. 5 walks, that's the one that he will not be happy about. 5 strikeouts though through 6, through 109 pitches, 64 of those for strikes tonight. And as Jay mentioned, good fastball, topping out at 97 miles an hour.
Bright future for that kid, huh?
Yes, yes.
I mean, being that big, throwing that hard, left-handed, which is a rarity.
Yeah. No, he's going to be just fine.
Yeah, he's pretty special. I mean, that showed right there his composure and being able to game up right there when he needed to.
Well, it goes back to what we were talking about at the start of it with Lloyd and Rick Wake saying, hey, you have 97, let's use it, especially true on nights when maybe you don't have your best command or you can't find your curveball.
Yeah, you learn a lot about yourself, and tonight there's definitely, he learned a little bit about himself.
former Mariner Abraham Almonte behind 0-2. Let's see the ball 1. Abraham tonight is 1 for 2 with a walk. Two and 2. Mariners said double play depth up the middle. Turn 1 double play. That was back in the 3rd.
I didn't know he threw a curveball that slow. It was like a little Ephus curveball.
Yeah, usually throws a hard 12-6 curveball.
Right. I mean, that was like.
Almonte facing his former team for the first time. Just called up Saturday from AAA El Paso. Danny Farquhar. Had some good outings, some bad outings recently. Thought he had a strike. 3 and 2. Derek Norris is on deck. 3-2 pitch. Lost it. Second time Almonte has drawn a walk. So 1 out and runners at first and second. Improve your on your bus percentage. Riding's easy. Just ask our rider's guide. Available at soundtransit.org.
And with that walk, we're going to get some action out in the pen for the Mariners. The Padres bullpen Frank Garces, who was up earlier, the left-hander, getting loose again.
Garces struck out looking, bounced into a double play and flied to right. Seven runs on 12 hits for the Mariners. No runs, 4 hits for San Diego. 0-2.
Tom Wilhelmsen getting loose in the pen for the Mariners. Tom recently coming off the disabled list. Only pitched an inning since then. But he looked really good. His fastball was in the mid-90s with a good curveball.
0-2. Farquhar last pitched on Saturday. Third of an inning, 3 hits, a run. It was earned. Night before on Friday, pitched a scoreless inning with 2 strikeouts. Two and 2. Danny's running full count. Tough week for Danny, or tough game last Tuesday for Danny. Goes an inning, 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned at Anaheim. The Mariners 5-4 loss. Kemp's on deck.
If Danny can get a double play ball right here. Let's not forget the Padres are second in the National League in scoring runs, and after Norris, you get into the middle of that lineup. You don't want to let these guys crawl back into the ball game.
3-2. And they have the bases loaded for the 3rd time tonight. Left them loaded in the 2nd, left them loaded in the 4th. How many times can you tempt fate?
That's what I was thinking.
And Lloyd's going to come out of the dugout.
So some uneven performances by Danny Farquhar over the last week. Gives up a hit, walks 2 to load him up with 1 out here in the 7th, and he'll exit right now. So 15 minutes can save you 15% or more on car insurance. My Money Tree, proud to make a donation to Mariners Care for every Mariners win. By Jack in the Box, Jack's hottest sandwich is back. Head to Jack in the Box for Jack's blazing chicken sandwich. And by CenturyLink, your link to what's next. Cloudy here in the Emerald City. Look at the low-hanging clouds. Nightfall has descended upon this great city where the Mariners have a 7-0 lead. But right now, San Diego, second only to the Dodgers in run scoring in the National League, have them loaded up, and Tom Wilhelmsen is the third Mariner pitcher this evening.
And for Tom, just his 4th appearance on the year, 5 strikeouts in the 3 2/3 that he has worked. And he'll get the middle of the lineup. Kemp and Upton both due up here.
Tom looked really good Saturday. Mariners 7-2 win over the A's, threw an inning, struck out 2. The important man here in Kemp. Strike 1. First time that Big Tom is facing Matt Kemp. Big spot, bases loaded, 1 out. Slow ground ball, booted by Taylor, throws wild, run scores, everybody else safe. Bases remain loaded.
Right off the end of the bat. Yep. E6.
Almost a double there. Nice play by Lomo over at first base to limit the damage too.
So a run in. Still just 1 out. Bases loaded. Here's Upton. Justin has struck out looking his last 2 times up. First time up in the second inning, popped out to Cano. Upton 0 for 1 against Tom. 1-0. That'll get out of play.
Charlie Furbush getting loose in the pen. And you can see what Upton has done in his career. .292 hitter with the bases loaded, 3 grand slams.
E6 RBI for Kemp.
There's Charlie. It looks like he's ready to go.
1-1. Ball and 2 strikes, and Upton didn't like that one. Caught looking his last 2 times up.
Especially when the catcher frames it the way the catcher frames it.
Upton and his brother out of the Chesapeake, Virginia area, which has produced so many great athletes. Breaking ball blocked by Zunino. Coming out of that Chesapeake, Virginia area, David Wright, Michael Kadire, Michael Vick, Ronald Curry, Lonzo Mourning, Allen Iverson. They've had some good players. 2-2 pitch and a big one. Full count. On deck. Tangervis Selecte. One away in the top of the 7th here. Payoff here to Upton. Fouled it off.
Pretty good pitch for Tom to be able to throw for a strike. It was a breaking ball. And Upton able to stay alive by fouling it off.
Angels having a big home 8th. Lead Colorado 5-2 in Anaheim. Three and 2 to Upton. 1 out. Down the line, foul.
Anyone else holding their breath like me right now?
Well, I was just thinking
I'm turning blue over here.
Dave,
it's like, come on,
you've
please.
seen them all, David, and one of the things about it is it's the Mariners. It's been a tough time for them to have a game where they've won by a decent margin.
Right.
But because of all the walks in this game, you don't feel comfortable with
Absolutely
it. So even
not.
though they're up by 6 runs, it makes it more difficult to enjoy it.
And again, this is the second highest team in the National League. 3-2 pitch. Foul back.
But they've had 3 opportunities with the bases loaded. We've wiggled out of it. At some point, it's like, knock on wood, please. But
and how about this one? Coming in, the Padres, I know there's only 1 out, but this is a team that's come from behind often so far. 64 runs this season with 2 outs.
It'd be nice to give your bullpen a rest, too.
Yeah, good point. No, good point.
This is pitch number 11 coming up right here. 3-2. Struck him out. That's a big one.
Wow, thank you.
3 consecutive strikeouts of Justin Upton.
And showing a lot of guts. This is a breaking ball off the plate away and gets him to chase it.
You know, I agree with you, Mike. I think it goes back a couple pitches before that when he threw a 3-2 slider as well.
Right.
That's gutsy.
Solarte.
Put that in the back of his mind a little bit. Sorry, Dave.
No problem. 0 for 3 tonight. Ball 1. Solarte, the 7th man to the plate here in the 7th inning. So at this point, the Mariners are extraordinarily fortunate to have given up just 1 run. 1-0. That's a looper, and that'll get at least 1. They get 2.
Throw him out.
Throw to third.
Throw
Got
him
a
out.
chance. It's offline. They get the runner at first. He was able to get back. No throw by Seager. So a 2-run flare single by Solarte makes it 7-3. As Almonte and Norris score. And Kemp goes to third.
Well, that's the Padres' first base hit with runners in scoring position. And it jams them.
That was a shot, right?
Yeah.
Right up the label.
Yep. Shattered his bat, but that's a base hit, and they pick up a couple of runs. And the inning continues to go. Kemp, it's strange watching him coming around second. I didn't think he was going to try third.
He did the old, like Paul O'Neill used to do, kind of slow down a little bit and took off again. Paul O'Neill used to always love to do that. Slow down and get the outfielder to come up and just kind of lob it in. The second he saw air, he was off he went. Keep right on going.
8th man to the plate, Jed Jerko. 7-3 Mariners. Runners at the corners.
Get foul.
And it will. Take a couple breaths while you can.
Oh my goodness. I'd have an ulcer doing all these games with you guys.
Count it 1-1 to Jerko.
Bottle of Tums right here, man.
Two outs, runners at the corners, and a 1-1 pitch. Jed Jerko, 1-2 to count to him.
I was just thinking, Jay, if he needs some, he could probably just stop by Lloyd's office.
Don't let them all fall out of the cabinet when you open it.
That's why
he's always walking over next to Rick Griffin, the head trainer, huh?
All 2 strikes. Breaking ball? No, sir. 2-2. Didn't get the call. Two from Big Tom. Struck him out. Needed it and got it. Padres get 3 runs on the board and leave 2 on bases. Jerko strikes out for the 2nd time this evening. San Diego making it very interesting at 7-3. scratching your mind as you consider how a Washington's lottery win would change your bucket list. Play today. Good to have you with us. Crisp night here in Seattle. A 7-3 Mariner lead. They try to win their 4th consecutive ball game. There's been peaks and valleys in this ball game here tonight. Mariners have hit 3 home runs. Seager a 3-run blast. Morrison and Zunino with long balls. As you look at Frank Garces, who takes over, he's the 3rd pitcher tonight for San Diego. Logan Morrison will be his first hitter. Garces the only lefty in the pen for San Diego.
Let's get a couple more insurance runs.
Make you feel better?
How you like this roller coaster ride, my man?
Woo!
Dave Simpson, Mike Blowers, and Jay Buhner joining us.
I need a patch for the back of my ear right now, man.
Almo didn't like that call. 1-1. It'll be Morrison, Ackley, and Zunino here in the home 7th. Breaking ball misses. Garces coming off a one batter performance on Sunday. He walked that batter. 7 of his 8 outings this season have been scoreless. Called up last week from AAA El Paso. Almost got a 3-1 count. Justin Ackley on deck, got a 2-out single back in the 5th. Norris takes a look, has no play. That Sashi Iwakuma has been shut down 10 to 14 days coming off that lat injury, trying to rehab that lat injury. It's not progressing how they'd like, so no throwing for him. So foul back again. Logan Morrison. Big home run. 11th inning to beat Oakland a few days ago. What a beauty that was. 3-2. And he's aboard. Leadoff walk in the 7th.
Good AB right there.
Time for the Big Fish Casino Big Catch. Here's a wonderful job by Ackley. Got it right off the bat, headed all the way, and makes a sliding catch.
Knows right where the wall is, doesn't he?
Yep.
Nice play right there.
He did a beauty last year in Houston where he might have run another 50 yards farther than he did there.
It's a good look right there, how that ball almost wanted to roll out. Here we go. Throw it into him.
Sacrifice. 1-3. Well done by the Yak Attack. Ackley with his 2nd sacrifice this season. Get Morrison down to 2nd. MLB.TV Premium. #1 live streaming sports service celebrating 13 years. You can watch every out-of-market game live or on demand in True HD on over 400 devices. Real-time highlights, live look-ins, pitch tracking, and more. Every night, every device. Blackout and other restrictions do apply. Visit MLB.TV for details. Zunino hits in his last 2 at-bats. Monster home run into the pin, leading off the 6th. Base hit to left in the 4th. 2 for 3 night. A home run, his 4th. Garces, the third pitcher used by Bud Black tonight. 1-1. Pretty good hook. Mike Zunino does a great job catching this Mariner pitching staff. He showed some outstanding power that last time up. Breaking ball hit high and deep.
Oh,
how far is this baby going? Up or take?
Oh,
woo! What a shot! Just below the 2-run homer by Mike Zunino.
So I guess the one in center wasn't a fluke. That kid's got stupid power.
9-3 Mariners. Homers in back-to-back plate appearances. Got it on a 1-2 pitch.
I like it though. Lloyd making Ackley bunt, getting the guy in scoring position. Little security run there and big swing. Wow.
Hanging breaking ball. And he hits it off the stairwell.
Just under.
Second multi-home run game of Mike Zunino's career. There's a line drive. Almonte has it measured. Chris Taylor lines out. September of 2013 against the Royals, the last time Almonte had a multi-home run game. Got mileage on both of these tonight.
Boy. Couple of breaking balls up in the zone. That's what you're supposed to do with them, right? Don't miss them. Don't miss them. He didn't tonight.
4 Mariner home runs this evening as we look at Justin Ruggiano for the first time. He came in as a pinch runner in the 6th for Seth Smith.
Yeah, they weren't cheap, that's for sure.
It's 13 hits now for the Mariners. 9 runs, 13 hits, and an error. For San Diego, 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors. Mariners have left 7 on, and San Diego's left 9 on.
I think we can all breathe a little bit easier now for a little bit.
I can feel your pulse just sort of like stop barking, you know. Jay Buhner with us here tonight.
And Charlie Furbush up in the pen again, so it looks like Charlie will pitch the top of the 8th.
Third time the Mariners have hit 4 homers in a game this season. Last time at Houston on May 2nd. That's hit well. Upton going back. Goodbye. Justin Ruggiano gets his first Mariner home run. That's home run number 5 on the evening. Rack 'em. 10-3 Mariners.
Move the fences back.
That's good to see the Mariners come right back and get the 3 runs that they just gave him, get them right back.
Resilient, man. I love it.
Just gets a fastball in the inside corner and lines it out into the Padre bullpen. Good job pulling his hands back inside so he can get the barrel to it.
Let's see where this one lands. Right at JR, cameraman out there.
Ugly finder.
Ooh, they missed him.
Ball gets out in a hurry, doesn't it? Boys are squaring some balls up tonight.
5th home run, and now with this 10-3 lead, got a left-hander out there. Ricky Weeks going to pitch hit for Brad Miller. We have another home run from another game that we look forward to showing to you in a matter of minutes. Kind of special. Ricky Weeks. That is a foul ball. Good night for the offense. Ricky Weeks trying to join in on the fun. He's hitting at 200 with 2 homers and 7 runs batted in.
Well, that's good to see him having some fun. See what Ricky has done as a pinch hitter. 2 for 8 with a home run and 5 RBIs.
It's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
I mean, get a guy like this. Guy's a beast. Get a guy like this coming off your bench.
Right.
A veteran.
Been an all-star.
Oh, man. That's a player.
Strike 1 and 2. Last time the Mariners hit 5 homers in a game. Take you back to May 30th, 2013 at San Diego. Last one, 5-homer game at Safeco Field. You have to go back to June 7th of 06. That was against Minnesota in a 10-9 win.
Wow, 5 in San Diego. That's impressive in itself because that's a big, big yard.
In that home game, Carl Everett got a walk-off homer. Ball at 2 strikes to Ricky Weeks. 2 outs, nobody on. 2 and 2. Garcia's ready with the 2-2 pitch. All 3. Ten runs on 14 hits, including 5 home runs for the Mariners. Three-2 to Ricky. And he takes the call, strike 3, but in the inning, 3 runs on 2 hits. You got a Zunino homer and a Ruggiero home run, and then we've got a big one we're going to show you when we come back from the Marlins game. Marlins playing the Dodgers. Giancarlo Stanton. Watch the guy up in the stands at the back row. Look at the last row. Turn around and go, are you kidding? He hit it completely out of the yard. Only the 5th time that's happened at Dodger Stadium. Willie Stargell did it twice. Piazza and McGuire did it. Meanwhile, the Mariners have hit 5 here tonight. Justin Ruggiero hit 1. Mike Zunino's hit 2. Kyle Seager's got a home run. And so does Logan Morrison.
Dave, I had to laugh when I saw that home run by Stanton. When I played for the Dodgers, that's where I used to park my car.
That ball was hit so far you couldn't even track it on the replay.
You couldn't. Well, Blomquist take it over at second base.
Good grief.
And Mark McGwire got a chance to witness that. Of course, he's the Dodgers hitting coach. Charlie Furbush takes over on the mound. The last I was told, that home run by Stanton, 467, but it's got to be more than that. It's got to be way more than that.
Really?
The bidding starts at 5, Mr. Buhner. Where do you want to go for?
Every bit of it. Every bit of it, because you couldn't even track it. Like I said, it was so high and so far. I mean, good grief.
Charlie really pitched well. His 16th appearance, ERA just over 2. Opponents hitting just 161 against Charlie.
Well, you played there, Mike. I mean, that's got to be what, 530, 540?
It's well over 500.
Absolutely, it is.
I mean, you just gave the long list of guys that have been able to do it.
It's a small list.
He's the 4th one.
Yeah, Stargell did it twice. Piazza, McGwire.
Right.
Nice pick by Lomo.
Charlie gets off the mound in pretty good shape. Throws a good sinker over to Lomo. You can see it right there.
The lobster claw comes through.
Yeah. Logan has really done a good job over at first base this year. He's played good defense.
All right, boys. What was the longer home run? The Jay Buhner ambulance shot at Yankee Stadium, or the McGwire bomb off of Randy Johnson at the Kingdom?
No, that was like left center in the second deck. He hit 2 that game, by the way.
Did he really? I don't remember that.
The first one was a fastball. The next one was a hanging curveball. He hit them both in the upper deck. One was to left field, if I'm not mistaken. The other one was left center, which was ridiculous.
The one in left center was up by that concession stand.
Yeah. It was, where there were crickets up there. I mean, come on.
So you're in right field. What do you say? You watch this thing go.
I'm like, oh my goodness. It's unhuman to be able to hit one that far.
Glenn Barmas with 2 outs, nobody on. McGwire's homer at the Kingdom listed at 538.
Every bit. Every bit. Even Randy said, wow. And you know, Randy don't like it when he gives up a home run.
Yeah. One.
Charlie's got the rubber arm, doesn't he? You can get loose in a hurry down there.
You watch him and you think he could just pitch every day, too. It's funny you said that about Randy not liking to give up home runs on that home run. I had to put my glove over my face. I was laughing. You have to appreciate a home run.
How'd you not high-five him when he was coming there?
That's a great line.
And Randy, how do you not beat him at home plate and high-five him? Would you sign that for me, please?
2-1. Good pitch by Furbush. Did you guys dare say anything after the game?
Something like that, I would. It'd be like, are you kidding? At least if you're going to give him up, that's the one time you're like, dude, that was unbelievable. And then he would say rather choice words. But I mean, even on something like that, how can you not laugh that off? I mean,
do you remember what it was measured on the ambulance that you hit in New York?
I have no clue.
Who'd you hit that off of?
I don't even know.
Wade Taylor.
Wade Taylor, right. Left-hander, right?
Who's I think he's an agent now, isn't he?
Yeah, we see Wade from time to time. He's a scout.
Scout.
Yep. We'll see him as we travel around.
3-2. Popped up, playable. Comes Chris Taylor.
Wow, that was up there.
Charlie Furbush throws a 1-2-3-8.
What a baby.
10-3 Mariners. Had a couple of scares as San Diego loaded the bases on 3 occasions. They've come away by adding on with 2 runs in the 6th and then added a 3 spot in a home 7th after San Diego went for 3 in the top half of that inning. Frank Garces continues. He's given up 2 of the home runs, a 2-run shot to Zunino and a solo to Ruggiano. Your ambulance shot, according to Ronald Blum's story from the AP back in day 479 feet. It would have left the old configuration of Yankee Stadium, which is about, as you might remember from pictures, 457 out that way. So you would have had Ruth and Gary going, dude, they would have been tipping their cap group.
Talk about a big ballpark. Could you imagine that?
457.
Come on. Golly.
Hody Blomqvist playing, took over for Cano. He lines out to left field, 1 away. Be on hand at Safeco Field this Friday. Mariners host the Boston Red Sox. Mariners Fedora night. First 20,000 fans score Fedora in the team's retro colors. For tickets to one of the most stylish giveaways of the year, visit mariners.com. There's the San Diego version. There's Cruz. There's one.
Oh, boy.
This will be number 6 on the night for the Mariners. Wow! Boom! Stick, baby!
I don't think guys down AAA hit him like that. What do you think? This poor kid's giving up 3 since getting called up.
15th homer for Cruz, his 29th RBI. He's got 2 tonight. Makes some loud noises when it barrels up, right?
High and far. He's fun to watch swing it, that's for sure.
Got it on a 1-0 pitch. No doubt about it.
Look how he just scoops. He stays through it and just scoops it out of there. That's pretty crispy right there, huh? Hey?
Man, I'm telling you, it's awe-inspiring. It really is. 6th home run tonight. That tells you all you need to know. .403 on that blast.
Dave, we've seen all 15 of them this year, and it's just a different sound. It is a different sound.
No question. You don't have to amplify sound at all. You know, you don't need any microphones. You can hear it all over the yard. Man, it's amazing.
Oh, boy.
Are you not entertained, Jay?
Well, the poor kid, he's walking towards the outfield. He's getting ready to jump over the fence, get on a bus, and leave if that one went out.
It's been a tough night for Frank Garces, just called up from AAA. Talking to Bud Black before the game, he says, well, we haven't synced it up yet. I like our team, but we just haven't synced it up yet. Tonight's an indication.
That's something that we were talking about with the Mariners before the game.
Parallel.
Yeah.
Total parallel.
Takes a little bit of time.
There's Logan Morrison. Yeah, they came in. This team came in with all the acquisitions, came up with high expectations. And I was talking to a couple of guys at San Diego radio. They said people down in San Diego are restless and not real happy with this team at 17 and 16. I was like, fellas, take it easy.
Well, 500, it's a long way to go.
Take it easy. Pump the brakes.
Who's running away with it?
Logan Morrison. He hit the Mariners' second home run of the night, 2 outs in the third. It's his 6th of the season. 6 home runs tonight. My goodness, times the most home runs hit at Safeco Field this season. Fly ball, right field, Kemp.
This poor kid's neck is going to be sore. He's going to have to ice his neck.
Well, hopefully they'll just be able to flush it and head to take one for the team. 11-3 Mariners.
Field Mariners lead it 11-3. I tell you what, coming up on Mariners postgame presented by Delta Airlines, Jen Mueller has a very difficult task in front of her. 6 home runs, 5 guys hit him. Who does she grab for the walk-off interview? She has choices, that's for sure. We got all of our Twitter Tuesday answers. We'll also head inside the clubhouse to hear from James Paxton after this one. And, of course, the skipper, Lloyd McClellan. It's all coming up on Mariners postgame presented by Delta Airlines. Guys.
All right, Angie, thank you very much. Mark Lowe has performed quite well since his recall. In to close it down. They get the top of the San Diego order.
For Mark, his 4th appearance. Just a couple of innings, 2 strikeouts, has not walked anybody. Jay, you and I were talking about his last outing. He hit 97. He was 95 to 97. He looks like he's finally healthy and throwing the ball really well.
It's good to see, too, because like we were talking earlier, he's only 32. And he said he really dedicated himself this winter and just stayed away from the heavy weights. He said he kind of went through a dead arm stage. He says he feels awesome again. It's great to see because he's a great kid.
there was something to be said for the fact that the best that he was ever threw the ball and pitched was here, and it's nice to finally have him back.
I agree.
Healthy again.
I agree. He's just he's a great teammate too. He's great in the clubhouse, and he's going to be a huge help down that bullpen, especially that pitch 96.
Long run left field. Ackley, look out. He's already made one sparkling catch in right center field. He started the game as a center fielder.
Good story for Mark too, because he was the one that, remember years ago, that had that surgery on his elbow where they went in and they drilled the bone to try to get some blood supply back in there again. It was a coin flip if he was going to be able to continue on with his career. So this is a guy, after something like that, this is a kid you really root for.
Absolutely. 2-1. Abraham Almonte fouls another one off. Two balls, 2 strikes. Ackley's taking a few steps closer and moved over closer to the line now. 2-2 to Almonte. No play on this one. Almonte, Derek Norris, and Matt Kemp here in the 9th.
I think that's another example of how healthy he is. It's not just throwing 95 to 97, but when he throws his slider now, the last slider 87. So he's just cutting it loose.
Not thinking about it anymore, which is good.
Right.
2-2. Counts run full. Payoff pitch here. And they lost. Now bring up Derek Norris. 0 for 3. A walk and a run scored. To the gap. Ackley, long run, not going to get it. Almonte can fly. He's going to come around and score. As Norris with an RBI double. It's his 14th double. 18th run batted in. Got an 11-4 score.
Well, Norris was paying attention on deck. A lot of fastballs, just the one slider, and he goes up there looking for a first pitch fastball. It's 96 miles an hour at the top of the strike zone. Give him some credit for being able to get on top of that fastball and driving it into the gap.
That's where that leadoff walk hurts you right there, because this stage of the game, what do you think you're going to get?
A walk and an RBI double. Now Matt Kemp. Strike one. Two to Kemp. Matt tonight. Ground out, 2 flyouts. Reached on an error. The bases loaded, picked up an RBI. All in 2 strikes. Mariners have banged out 15 hits. Padres 4 runs on 6 hits. Swing and a miss. Kemp is gone. 1 out. Brings up Justin Upton. He's had a tough night. Popped out the second. Leading off the second inning. Since then, strikeout looking, strikeout looking, strikeout swinging. And that was on a 11 pitch at bat back in the 7th. Ball 1.
Wow.
Where is that?
Down the middle.
Flip a coin back there.
Paper airplane came out of the stands. That's why time was called down the right field line. 1-0.
Strike 2.
Runner at second is Derek Norris. Delivered an RBI double. 1 out and the 1-1 pitch. Strike 2 to Justin Upton.
I like the location too. See where he's living at the knee. It's good to see. Stay right there, baby. You won't get hurt.
Fly ball left field. Ackley going back on the track, makes the catch. 2 away. With 2 outs, runner at second, a run in for the Padres. And Gervis Solarte. Ball 1. Low ready. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. In there for strike 1. To Solarte, and backhanded nicely by Zunino. Ball 2. 2-1. Long night for a Longview, Washington native Bud Black. His 9th season as manager of the Padres. Two and 1. Out goes to 3-1. Deck hitter, second baseman Jed Jerko. Pitch here for Mark Lowe. And he walked it. Second walk by Mark. Runners at first and second. 2 outs. Brings up Jed Jerko, and Jed is 1 for 3, 2 strikeouts and a walk tonight.
And right now, Lloyd wants him to finish this game, Mark. He does not want to get anybody else up in the game.
He is finishing this game.
Here we go. Pitch strike. Two on, two out. Bouncing ball. Seager attacks it, throws short way, and that's the ball game. Mariners have won their 4th consecutive ball game. It's their longest winning streak of the season, as James Paxton will get the W, his first since September 12th of last year. A 6-home run night for the Mariners, who win by a big score of 11-4. That was impressive. And they did a heck of a job.
The boomsticks tonight, 6 bombs is good to see.
Yeah, you love
Boys
it.
getting squishy up there.
Good stuff, and good to see Paxton get a win.
Absolutely.
Mariners post game presented by Delta Airlines starts right now with Brad and Bill.
Well, gentlemen, thank you. Yeah, Mariners win it 11-4, tying a Safeco Field record. Bill Kruger, 6